Hey there, Capricorn. Come on in, let's do your energy forecast for the week ahead, shall we? My name is Intuitively, and we're working on the energy forecast for the week of October the 15th through to the 21st. I do want to acknowledge that I am recording these on Friday the 13th, which for me has always been a day of goodwill and good fortune. So I'm enjoying this energy, but it's also preceding the day of the solar eclipse, which is on the 14th. And by the time you're seeing these on the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, you're still in that eclipse energy, which can make you do a few things a little bit scattered, make you feel a little off-centered, and I'll get into that a little bit more toward the end of your reading. I just want to get into it right now and just give you a heads up that I may be sort of tripping over my words or a little bit tongue-tied through this, and that would be why. All right, so bear with me here, Capricorn, as we get into your reading again for the week of October the 15th through to the 21st. And we have as your overarching energy for the week ahead, we're asking you to be vulnerable. Ooh, not an easy thing for a Capricorn to do. Not at all, but I want to encourage you, old souls, that just because you're an old soul doesn't mean you can't learn new tricks, and that being vulnerable may be one of them for you. Being vulnerable is all about being allowing yourself to speak your truth, even if it feels uncomfortable for you, right? Because there's a huge power in this for you. In fact, your vulnerability is your superpower, and it takes an incredible amount of strength to be vulnerable. Anybody can put up barriers and walls between them and the rest of the world and hide behind them and not let anybody in. That's easy, right? Vulnerability takes great strength to pull those walls down and step beyond them and allow people to see you for who you are. And that's what you're being asked of this week. Now, that was through the Nature's Whispers Oracle, and I'm moving on now to the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and we're going to break your week down just a little bit further. Get a little bit more clarity around what you're being asked to be vulnerable about this week, Capricorn. So at the beginning of the week, we have Eye of the Needle. This is all about intentionality. So this is you setting your intentions at the beginning of the week through the vulnerability of setting intentions to step out, right? Whatever needs your focus for you to be strong, to be vulnerable this week, you're being asked to set your intentions to do and really take steps toward realizing those intentions. You can set intentions all you want. You can put them down on paper. You can write them down in your head. You can feel them in your heart. But unless you take action toward them, it means nothing, right? It's a good thought. It's a good dream, but you still have to take the steps toward it, all right? You have to take the steps toward bringing those walls down to be vulnerable. So allow yourself to set the intentions and take action toward them this week, okay? And then Capricorn, look at this. In the middle of the week, we have the Woodwives, which is all about adaptability. This is you. This is anybody. We can all be adaptable if we allow ourselves to be. There's so many people in the world that are rigid. I am who I am, who I am, never going to change, refuse to contemplate change, don't care what change means for me, this is it, right? But we also have the ability to go, this strategy, this way of being in the world has not worked for me so far. What can I do differently? Oh my God, is that not being vulnerable? It sure is, because you're being vulnerable enough to say, my way isn't working. I need to try something new. That's huge. That's huge for a Capricorn. That's huge for anybody. All right. So allow yourself to be adaptable. Allow yourself to acknowledge and recognize that there's always more than one way to approach things. And perhaps your way hasn't worked for you. All right. Now I love this for you, because look at this. Toward the end of the week, we have the Unmarked Trail. It's all about the revelations. I love this because we are talking about you stepping out of your comfort zone. We're talking about you allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to be adaptable and try new things, new ways. That's taking huge risks, right? Setting the intention for all of that. And through that, it's revealed to you that you're going to be supported being vulnerable, that the universe is there for you, that you're always going to be provided with a safety net around you. All right. You're not in this alone by any stretch of the imagination here, Capricorn. And I want you to remember, again, I talked at the beginning about the solar eclipse and the energy thereof, which is in effect, I believe, up until the solar eclipse happens on Saturday, 3 days afterwards. So up until the end of day Tuesday, we're still in that energy. This solar eclipse is all about the new beginnings and fresh starts for sure. So double down on that for you. It's also about karmic justice coming in, so keep that in mind. It's also an opportunity to grow, learn, and heal as old things come bubbling to the surface, come rising to the surface, for you to deal with them one more time. And I kind of feel like this is the final time for you. All right. Please leave me a note in the chat below how this reading is. See, I told you I'd trip over my tongue sooner or later. How the reading is resonating for you, how you're being affected, if at all, by this wonderful energy around us, and what it means to you to be vulnerable. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, and subscribe. If you want to have a personal reading with me, you can find me at intuitivelyspiritualmedium.com. You can see what services I provide, what my rates are, and you can book right there with me on the website. I'm also on Facebook or Instagram. If you want to look for me there, please give me a like and a follow. And if you're here following me, I love the fact that you're on my channel. Thank you for helping it grow. And I would encourage you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Blessed be one and all, and I will see you all here next week. Thank you so much for being here with me.